Welcome, Little Kings Podcast. Ryan, Penguin Monster.
Ryan, No Mercy Merrick. This week, space, election, health, cooking, DMCA, spookiness, Christmas.
Yeah. And it's a podcast.
Here we are.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Yeah, just living my best life and living long, prospering, all the good stuff.
Did you join Star Trek mission or something?
No, I wish. That would be a step in the right direction for 2020.
Yeah, you do have the NASA hat on, so.
I do. I have the SpaceX shirt on too. It's kind of hidden, but
Oh, wow.
I
wore my
I'm looking
SpaceX shirt yesterday.
I'm looking for like a Elon Musk sponsorship or something like that. Maybe he tunes in. I don't know.
Gotcha. I actually just watched Space Force. I just finished the whole season today.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it overall. I think couldn't tell if they were like purposely going for like less produced. Like it seemed like they could have used a little bit more money. But I mean, I thought it was pretty solid. Steve Carell is always great.
I thought he was a interesting character in this one.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't his like same old self.
No, definitely not.
Which was different to see because we transitioned straight from finishing The Office to watching what's it called? Space Force?
Space Force, yeah.
Space Force, yeah. And it was just like a stark contrast.
So different from The Office, yeah.
Between the two of them because he's so like kind of like strict in place, and Michael Scott is
all over the place.
Yeah. But yeah,
it was quirky.
So like the thing I guess I didn't like about it the most is it felt like it wasn't like organic Steve Carell, because like it has to be like 40% of The Office was improv. Like,
oh yeah,
like I feel like it wasn't scripted very much.
Yeah.
So like it felt like too scripted for him. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. He was, I think he ran most of the show though, so I would think his voice would come through that.
Yeah.
Like I think he was executive producer. He might have done some of the writing as well. So, but yeah, it was like I would say it was still good. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it's definitely not like a top tier show.
Yeah, I would agree. I hope I'm interested to see what season 2 has.
Yeah, they definitely left it on a cliffhanger, so I'm assuming they're thinking there's going to be a season 2. Do we know if it's gotten picked up?
I can't confirm, but I would think so. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. With COVID and stuff, who knows what's canceled and not canceled.
Yeah, they did have a lot of people in all those scenes.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like when you're watching stuff, like it feels weird to see a bunch of people around each other right now?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I'll be watching stuff and I'll be like, I did it. You can't do that. That's not social distancing, even though it's a movie from like 4 years ago. It's like, no. It's like on the forefront of my mind now. It's weird.
It's so weird how fast like humans adapt to their environments, because it like this feels like it's the new norm basically, which sucks. Like I don't like it, but it is weird. Like if I see people without masks like next to each other, I'm like, whoa, for a second. And it's like, who would have ever thought we'd feel like that a year ago?
Yeah. And now the mask is part of my 3-pocket check or whatever they call it, of like phone, keys, wallet, mask.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
Because it's just conditioned to do it now. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I did see there's a promising vaccine that's out there now. It's I think they said it's like 90% effective in the trials, which is actually more effective than like the mumps vaccine, which is given
Hmm.
to basically every human being when they're a child. So that's actually fairly effective. And it's enough that if everyone were to sort of be immunized, you would build like a true herd immunity. Like it wouldn't spread really if it's 90% effective.
Yeah.
Um, so, God, let's hope. I mean, it's still like a long ways away from being able to have it. And I think you have to get treated twice, I read.
Hmm.
And there's like all these logistical challenges because I think it has to be stored at like negative 80, might be negative 80 Celsius.
Jesus.
So like to transport that and give that to everybody in the country or the world would be kind of hard. So, but they're making progress at least.
And how many people are actually going to use or like take the vaccine?
I would hope a lot of people. I think it's going to depend on where you live.
That's true. That's true. It
Yeah.
will depend. But I think a lot of people are going to be skeptical about it, especially the first rounds of it. They're going to want to sit back and be like, how does it affect you first? And then if you don't have any side effects or die, then
Yeah.
I'll be on board.
Yeah. I mean, I could kind of understand that, but usually once vaccines get out of the human trials and they get approved by the FDA, like they're fairly safe.
Mhm.
Um, and I mean, it's probably better than getting COVID, right? Like it's
Maybe.
it's the way I understand it works. It's not actually injecting you with COVID. Like
Hmm.
it's I don't know all the science behind it. I'm not gonna just talk out of my butt. So, but
Fair. All
speaking
right.
of
So
talking out of your butt,
okay.
there was an
You
election
got it.
last week.
Holy shit, there was.
It was
Was
the
it for something
longest.
big?
It
I
was the
forget.
longest election. Oh my god, U.S. presidential election.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I forgot that was happening last week.
just the longest election ever, which we
Ever.
knew would probably happen because of COVID and everything. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the election?
Oh boy, you got to narrow it down more than that.
Well,
What
let's start
aspect of
broad.
it? Like,
I don't know. Whatever. What's your initial feelings when I say election?
uh, it's not over yet. Um, the majority of the United States thinks it's over. In terms of result wise, like it's clear who won, but like I think we still have a long way to go with our current president and him fully accepting the results of what went down last week. So I'm interested to see what the next 3 months look like. 2 months, 2 months, 2 months and 10 days.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, does he have to accept them?
What can he do? Well, what else can he do? He doesn't have to accept them, but he's going to have to accept the consequences of losing.
Right. I mean, he could just get dragged out of the White House, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
that could happen. That might happen.
It's very possible that'll happen. I mean, he's not backing down at all.
Well, you have to
So,
think how many times has Donald Trump lost in his life? Like, okay, he's got bankrupt companies and stuff, but like he's never really like lost before. I
right.
feel like. So like what's it called? Reality check?
Yeah.
He's losing.
Yeah. And uh, yeah, I'm interested to see as well. I do think it's a shame he's acting like this when we've got like the worst. Like, this is probably the most important time to have a good transition. Is like when we're dealing with a pandemic.
Yep.
So it's a little bit of a shame that like I think Biden is like not able to get some of the intelligence briefings. He's not able to start working with the actual task force. Like he's setting up his own. But it just seems like we're gonna get nothing done for 2 months, and that's maybe on the positive end because I feel like Trump's a little bit unstable right now, and I'm really worried he's just going to be like, well, I'm taking all these people down with me or something like that. So,
True. So one thing I think that we're very fortunate of is that, Biden's been in the White House before. He's seen everything secondhand. It just hasn't been like him in the hot seat.
right.
So like I think we have that going for us. That like it's not going to be as long of a transition period even without help, given his
Yeah.
current his background.
Yeah. I guess he'll know like the general, like how to do things, but he's not going to be up to speed on like the latest, you know, since he's been out, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But I mean, luckily it's only a 4-year recap and not a whole history of the United States recap.
yeah. So not only did Trump lose, he was, I think, the fourth president ever to be voted out after just the first term.
Yeah. I remember hearing that too.
Yeah, so he's like an extra loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was only the second or third president to ever be impeached too.
Oh, right.
Like that actually got voted.
That seems like that was a decade ago at this point.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, wow. What a 4 years it's been. What a 4 years it's been.
I mean, even like we didn't do a podcast last week because I was just like so focused on. I don't think I slept the entire week probably because I was just like so interested in watching everything that was happening. That week felt like it was a year. Like it was just insane, and like Nevada, what the hell?
Are they still counting?
No, they're done. They're done now. But like, they actually came out right after Pennsylvania. Like,
But I knew they were all waiting. Like they were all like, "Who's gonna do it first?" It's the Spider-Man meme. It's like, wait, are you gonna do it?
yeah,
Or no,
yeah.
you're gonna do it.
But I just think it was funny because like for the first time ever, there was a spotlight on Nevada, and then it was like, oh, Pennsylvania announced. Who cares about Nevada now?
Yep. Yeah, they had their 15 seconds of fame.
Definitely. I mean, I guess Vegas, but
Yeah, I saw the funniest meme that was it was like the casino capital of the United States, who's like it was some joke about them having to count like the odds of things, but they can't count ballots.
yeah. Yeah, they're really good at dealing with money and like large quantities of bets, but for some reason, votes take forever.
And it was something about like the reason they're not counting as fast is because they're out of practice because counting is illegal in casinos.
Oh,
Like counting cards.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
I thought it was
funny.
hilarious. But yeah, my hope these next 2 months is that these lawsuits just keep like Trump kind of satisfied that maybe like things are still being looked into to keep him a little more rational, just to kind of preoccupy him from doing anything too crazy,
Yeah. I kind of doubt it.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, he's already showing some of his true colors.
It's clear who we voted for, I think. But yeah, I mean, I just accept it. Just move on.
Wait. I voted Kanye. I just want to make that very clear.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
He did get like 60,000 votes, I think they said. Something like that.
Good for him.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking people. Like, to throw away their like I don't know. Maybe it's not throwing away your vote. Maybe that's controversial, but
yeah, somebody made a joke that like if Kanye is able to gather up like his mind and concede, it's pretty sorry if the other candidate can't.
So I was reading one thing that made a really interesting point that the way that Trump is going to react to all this is totally going to be dependent on whether or not he plans to run again in 4 years.
Oh, I don't think he'd make it out of primaries in 4 years.
I don't know. I didn't think he'd get 70 million votes.
Yeah, don't you just feel like people are going to be done at that point though? They're going to be like, let's do somebody else. We tried that already.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna have a cult following now. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a cult following. Yeah, I've heard that his kids might run, which is just like, yeah. Anyways,
For those
listen,
listening, I shook my head in disappointment.
yeah, I mean, I know, there might be some people who are Trump supporters that listen to this. I, listen, I don't mind if you're a Republican. I may disagree strongly with you, but with Trump, I just don't get it. I'm sorry. Like, it's I might have understood in 2016, right? Like, it was like you want somebody who's against the system. You're fed up with the same old politicians over and over again. You want somebody to maybe shake things up. He's new. Let's give him a shot. But then you had 4 years and just just a hell of a 4 years. And with his pandemic response and with how he's handling this, like, I just can't see how you would support the guy again. But that's clearly there's 70 million people that disagree with me. Um, so
I think the biggest issue for me is like just the whole unprofessionalism of him. Like his tweets, his comments to people, like it's not what you like picture as presidential.
yeah,
And that's like not somebody who you want to be the face of your whole nation.
right. There's
Being like
one
that's
person that represents the entire country, and we put him to do that. Like,
yeah. And that's where I kind of draw the line of like I don't want that being my representation of who I am as a person and how I live my life, and so that's like the biggest issue for me. And like there have been Republicans in the past that were president that like honestly like as people they were fine people,
definitely.
and like I respected the way they withheld the presidency and kept it professional. That's all that it takes for me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. Like, I might disagree on certain like policy decisions and opinions and things like that. But this was the first time I was truly like, okay, this is a unstable, bad person to be running the country.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I think other countries felt the same. Um, Leadership from the around the world found it very difficult to work with him, and I think we've kind of ruined our reputation a bit throughout the world. Which I know a lot of Trump supporters will say, "Well, America first, blah blah blah," but I mean, we do have to exist with other countries. We have had allies for years and years and years, and I think we've kind of tarnished our reputation with them. And now it's going to be tough because they know with how our system works, who knows who will be back in another 4 years, even if Biden works with them well. So, yeah.
Well said. Well said. Yeah. I really hope they can just forgive us for our sins and
They did ring church bells in Paris. So,
hey, that's a good start. Good start. Uh yeah. Yeah.
so that was a thing.
It I think I'm like I'm so ready for the president to maybe not be in the spotlight as much as,
Oh,
Trump has been.
100%. Yeah. So,
Because like Obama had his big moments. Well, I'm just saying Obama because that was 8 crucial years of like my life, my more memorable life. Because I have short term memory loss, and so all that stuff before like 15 is gone. Um, but he had big events in which he was in the spotlight. But I felt like he was what one of the only two conflict free or like scandal free presidents of the United States. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
it, it depends how you define a scandal, though, I feel like.
I
But
got a personal scandal.
he did wear a tan suit one time, and people were pretty upset about that.
Touche,
So,
touche. All right, you striked me down there.
no, but I agree with you. Like, it's, yes, like we said, it is important who represents us as a country, but like our day to day, we should not constantly be barraged with news from our president. Like you just hope he's doing a good job, he or she is doing a good job. I wish there was a she, but there's a VP now. Um, but basically, our daily lives should not be just constantly thinking about what the person is doing that's representing us. And that's what we've been doing the past 4 years.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's a
The
bit of a
president could
sigh
be
of relief, you know, like
yeah.
it'll be nice.
The poor SNL and the media, like
That's true.
what are they're gonna have to come up with stories
Yeah,
now. Like
yeah.
what
Their ratings are gonna suffer. That's true.
where are
Yeah.
they gonna find stuff to talk about?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I am excited for that. And you know, you can maybe focus on arguably more important things like what's happening in your like community versus just the entire country. Um, but or just, you know, focus on yourself and having fun and living a good life.
yeah. I think the biggest benefit that's come out of the Trump presidency is I think people take politics more seriously than ever before.
I think
Like
that's
I
true.
think they people are finally starting to like read up on it, start to like understand politics a little more. So I think it's really opened the eyes to a lot of people.
Agreed. Yeah.
So it's great to see. Like
That
the
is a
fact that we
one
had the
positive.
most people ever vote in an election for this
By
election
far.
by far. It was
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing turnout.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully that'll continue.
Hopefully it's not just a phase.
Yeah. So I see Finley down there.
Finley's just staring at me. Uh,
Jelly's behind me too. So I saw something that you were posting about on your Twitter that I wanted to ask you about.
oh God. Okay.
It's not a bad thing.
Okay. I'm like, what did I post?
You posted stuff about getting healthier.
Oh yeah. That happened last week. Yeah.
Are you okay talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Health is crucial.
Are you? That was last week though. You're done with it now.
Politics are here forever, but health come and goes. You know?
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Well, because I
But
wanted to
no.
ask you
Let's,
because I've also been trying to focus a little bit more on it. I've started like a new routine in the morning where I'll get up earlier than I used to. I haven't like a new portion of my job, um, and so I actually start later in the day, and so I get up in the morning. I like have a good breakfast, then I'll work out, then I'll shower, and then I'll start the workday. Um, and I've been like trying to live a little bit more healthy. So I was curious if you were also trying that. And then I thought, I think you have an Apple Watch, and I was like, we could make this interesting. But I wanted to ask you about it first.
oh shoot. Okay. I like a good challenge. Um.
That's a healthy competition, right?
So, I did a couple things that I like set out to do. Like I meal prepped last week.
Nice.
So like I made like a large salad that fed me for lunch for 4 days during the week so that I wasn't ordering Chick-fil-A. That was huge. And like it was a really tough week because like one, I was staying up super late for the election, so I wasn't getting enough sleep, like a healthy amount of sleep,
Yeah.
and I was eating more junk food just to get through the like
Mm.
feeling of all of it. And my mom's birthday was over the weekend, so like with that comes cake and really good food and stuff. So it was
Right.
definitely tough. But I did run a little bit too. I
That's
was
good.
I was out running. Yeah. I went to the gym for the first time since let's see, March when they actually shut down.
How was that?
So it was more comfortable than I thought it would be.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. The gym I go to is probably like one of the best in like the area when it comes to like COVID safe. So like basically they give you your own spray bottle. They ask you to wipe down the machine before, after. All the machines are well spaced apart. Like they're limiting capacity. They do temperature. It's really good.
Yeah,
It was
that
really
sounds
good.
great. Do you
Yeah.
have to wear a mask or?
Not when you're actually doing your exercise. So, but if you're going from spot to spot, so they have these like green check marks all around
Mhm.
of like open machines or open areas. So
Because I
I
could
think they
imagine
did great.
it would be tough to work out with a mask on, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, even when I finished my run, it was like I had to wipe down my machine and put my mask on to go get one of the wipes. That like the post workout, like trying to recover was just like so difficult.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
interesting.
yeah, yeah.
I was lucky enough to in January for whatever reason. I think because we moved into our house and I was here for a couple months and I was like I want to start working out more. And at that point, I had a very long commute actually, but there was 2 days I could work from home, so I bought a dumbbell set for my house, and that I bought that in January, and now the dumbbell set is worth like 4 times the amount of money.
I was gonna say, what
Because
an investment.
yeah, yeah, but I want to use it obviously. So that was just a good timing purchase because obviously now I don't have a very long commute. It has nothing to do with that, but since I'm staying home, I think it's good. You can't do everything with a dumbbell set, but you can do a decent amount. And then for
Hmm.
like cardio, obviously I can go outside if it's good weather and like I have like a jump rope that I'll do sometimes and things like that. But
So, are you going for like weight loss, or are you going for like heart health, like internal health, mental health, or like all of it?
I kind of feel like all of it, right? Like it kind of all goes hand in hand. I do really like when I get fit, I like lifting weights. Like I like gaining muscle as well.
Hmm.
Um, and like that does have a cardio aspect to it as well. Like they've done some studies and it does show you get a decent amount of cardio. It's not the same as like running where it's a long term cardio. Um, but yeah, I enjoy that. I don't enjoy running as much. I wish I did.
Hmm.
But I like walking and stuff. Like I'll go for a long walk with the dog and um, that type of stuff. But I mean, the main thing I need to do is weight loss for sure. But I like the weight portion of it, and it tends to go hand in hand. If I start working out more, I usually make more healthy choices because I'm like, why am I gonna ruin my workout by having like terrible food? And then it just kind of kicks into a cycle. The key is to then keep doing that because like there's been portions of my life where I'll do it for like 3 or 4 or 5 6 months and I'm like feeling great and everything's going really well and then something happens and it's like back to square one. Like I just
Yeah.
fall off the wagon, then it's so hard to like get back into the routine of it again.
Yeah. So do you have a goal in mind? Like do you have a weight goal? Do you have a like amount of reps with this amount of weight goal? Like what are you striving for? Because I feel like that's the biggest thing you need when transitioning to a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, I have a like a general weight goal, but I try not to weigh myself too often because I feel
Okay.
like like you can't weigh yourself every day because like that kind of stuff will just you'll go up and down. Maybe like once a week's a good frequency, at least for me. So yeah, I'd say there's a weight goal, but like it's more like I said, the consistency. Like I know if I can get in a good routine that I keep following, like all that other stuff will just like fall in line. Like there's no way I won't lose weight and I won't get healthier if I keep making those decisions and keep being consistent with it.
Totally. So this is probably the toughest time of year to do this. You realize this, right?
Oh, because holidays coming up, but I feel like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
COVID kind of cancels that out.
But does it, like, you have, like, I feel like personally I compensate for a lack of people around with things that are pleasurable for me. So like foods, extravagant foods, like
Yeah,
lounging around, kind of like, I don't know.
yeah, but I mean, like I don't know. I can't just wait another 2 months. I feel like
That's
you
fair.
can always make a fucking excuse.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
use this excuse. It's just the holiday season, you know. Like, I can't
And
be
like
healthy.
you could still exercise, right? Like, and then it's not as bad. But
That's true. That's true.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
but we're not
if
gonna
you,
have like big family gatherings and stuff this year, and that's where I usually like feast. So and I can kind of control a little bit more what I have at home. I'm not saying like I'm not gonna have desserts and stuff because I will, but hopefully it'll be a little less intense. And even if I'm exercising, that's better than nothing.
hmm that's true. Yeah, as long as you offset a little bit, or you pick
Yeah, and
a
you
little bit something healthier, or eat a little bit less. Like, you're still consciously thinking about it and making a better choice. We'll say
right.
maybe
Yeah,
not a good choice.
anything's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, the other day I made chicken wings instead of ordering Chick-fil-A. And they were just like frozen, non-fried. I did them in the air fryer, olive oil, made my own sauce,
Hmm.
which is like, it's delicious.
What did you do for your sauce?
So
Cooking
I
portion
went
of the
super simple.
podcast.
I went super simple. I was like, I got barbecue sauce. I got ranch. I like both of them. I don't like dipping my bone-in sauces in ranch. So I just mixed the barbecue and ranch together a little bit. Added a little bit of honey, some salt, some pepper, tossed it up. I sprinkled some Parmesan cheese over it and threw it in the broiler for a little bit. So it
Hmm.
made it, like, incrementally less healthy as the time went on.
Does a broiler make it less healthy?
No. I was talking about adding the cheese.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We started with plain wings, added the sauces, added the cheese,
Still
but
healthier than
still
Chick-fil-A.
probably healthier than Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So,
But Chick-fil-A is so damn good, but it's
oh my
because
God.
it's so unhealthy.
1 second. I'm going to order on DoorDash real quick.
Not a sponsor.
No.
Yeah, I was ashamed to look at my credit card statements over the past couple of months in terms of deliveries. Although I do have
Yeah.
I have one credit card that gives like I think it's like 5% on delivery apps, so that
Yeah.
that offsets like the delivery fees usually. So
Oh, okay.
that's how I kind of justify it.
Wait, you didn't sign up for the unlimited delivery thing?
No, because I felt like if I did that, then I would use it too often.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but honestly, I probably should have. I probably would have saved a lot of money.
We do unlimited DoorDash.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've started picking up a lot, but ordering through DoorDash too.
Yeah, I gotta start.
I don't know.
I gotta start cooking again. I
Blue
I
Apron man.
I cooked. Nah, I don't like. I use Blue Apron
Nah,
for like
you
a
loved it in
while.
college.
Yeah, but I don't like it now because it's so limiting. My favorite
It's
part about
not.
cooking. Yes, it is. You only get to pick.
It's not.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
You only get to pick a
It's
certain
different now.
amount.
It's different now. It's
What
different.
do you
It's
mean?
changed.
Tell me.
It's changed. It's different. It's different.
It's still
So,
like a
like,
certain number of different dishes, right? Like you can't just do whatever you want. And that's my favorite
well,
part about cooking is being creative.
okay, but it has gotten better because now, like, it used to be they give you like 5 or 6 options and you choose 3.
Mhm.
Now they have like 12 options and you choose 3.
Okay.
So like they've kind of ramped it up so that you're not as limited, and almost like like they're doing this whole customization thing now too, where it's like you can say like, you know what, I feel like this dish would be better with turkey, so I'm gonna do turkey instead of beef
Oh, that's cool.
and stuff like that. So they're really, I think they've picked it up like phenomenally since college even,
Yeah,
because I did it in college too.
that's nice. Yeah, I just I I didn't like I didn't like that it was a set schedule. First off, like there was meals that I'd have to throw away sometimes, and I didn't like that.
Mm.
Um, and I also just wanted to be a little bit more creative and like just throw different things in that I think of that week. Um, but and I also don't love how much packaging there is. That's the other thing. But
Fair.
like environment wise.
Fair.
But like I don't know. I order so many things from Amazon. Like I don't have really a hill to stand on there. So
True.
yeah,
True.
yeah. So yeah. I like I have like I don't know 3 or 4 different recipe books. I like to browse different websites and YouTube videos and stuff and just figure out like all kinds of different things. And then like more recently I've been learning just like cooking methods and like how to make something taste good without just following a recipe step by step type of thing,
Hmm.
which is cool.
My mom signed up for like a virtual master class
Oh,
on
cool.
cooking. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
she's kind of learning like the ins and outs of what cooking entails. So like why sometimes a stainless steel pan is better than like a cast iron, and like their heating points and different oils and butters, and it goes really into depth.
That's very cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's loving it. She's loving it.
That's very cool. I would
Um,
recommend. It's hard with COVID, but this was pre-COVID. A really fun date night is to go take a cooking class together.
mm,
Like Christina and I went. We probably only done it like 2 or 3 times. But there was, I think it's called Sur La Tub or something like that. But it's like basically any kind of cooking class, but they had specific like romantic nights. So it was purposely
mm,
like usually couples that would go, and there'd be like, you make the appetizer, then you eat the appetizer, you learn how to make the entree and then the dessert. And they were all like really good things. And it was just fun because they would like hand out, the certain things to do. You'd like be learning the method with each other. You kind of make fun of each other if you couldn't do it. Like it's just kind of a fun date idea that's different than the typical like dinner movie type thing.
sounds like Blue Apron.
No, but it's like with a professional chef. It's
I
like
guess. I
it's
guess.
like a
Yeah.
little more in depth, and it's like with the professional. Like they had like this crazy gas stove. We made like these amazing steaks. Um,
Mm.
like it's a little more advanced than uh,
Oh yeah.
Blue Apron. Plus, they give you wine.
Oh, that's a game changer.
So, yeah. I mean, you can't obviously have
We
one
have
while you're
wine at
cooking Blue
home.
Apron.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you guys cook together?
Always.
Okay. See, that's
There.
that's the difference with me. Christina does not cook.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So the only time we don't do a Blue Apron together is if I do one on stream as a
Okay.
cooking stream. That is literally the only time that we'll do it apart.
Gotcha.
And
That's
we
nice.
signed up for it with that reason of like we really enjoy cooking together. So we were like, yeah, it's a little expensive. Yeah, it adds up quickly. It's sometimes an inconvenience when it's like if you have a really busy week, sometimes you don't want to cook 3 times.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we've been going for like 7 months now or something crazy
Oh, nice.
consistently, never skipped a week. So
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Christina will. The way we split it up is I'll cook and then she'll do the dishes.
Mm,
So, and I hate doing dishes, so that's a fine split for me. So,
I hate doing dishes too.
yeah.
Okay, but back to health and back to this
Ah,
competition that
yes.
you were pitching.
Yeah.
Sell it to me.
I just thought it'd be fun to do kind of a podcast competition. We could I mean the Apple Watch has a competition thing built into it.
Are we talking steps? Are we talking what are we talking? What are we talking here?
It's like the rings, right? It's just like,
Oh, I crush my rings every day. You
well,
want to fight
I
me on
think
that?
there's like a percentage thing though. Yeah, I guess we could change it though. What why don't we talk offline about the parameters for this challenge? But I think it'd be fun as like a healthy competition to we could like check in each week, and that could be a segment and just see who won that week type of thing.
All right, you're going down.
Okay.
Perfect. Sign me up.
We could even like send each other like if we cook meals. I don't know. We could figure something out.
You're gonna lose.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh,
um
so, now what?
uh
Do we want to jump into like some video game?
yeah, did anything
Or-
happen in gaming? I've been a little bit I don't know if I said on the podcast, but I took a break from streaming. I've just had like a lot going on in my personal life and in my work life. I actually like completely changed up jobs. And like I said, I've been focusing a little bit more on myself, and that's been made it very difficult to keep a consistent stream schedule. So I'm taking a break for right now. But yeah, so I'm a little bit. I've only played video games I think once in the past 2 weeks, and that was PGA Tour golf. So I'm a little bit out of it. So hit me on the gaming news.
So I guess I just thought of this topic right now, but I feel like you're taking a break at like the perfect time.
Really?
Honestly, yes. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think there are a lot of people right now that are stuck in a rut of like the gaming world. Like I feel like there's really no games that are like pulling like everyone's attention like anymore. Like Among Us has kind of died
fallen
down.
off? Okay.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to play with randoms. It's getting harder to find like a 10 squad, like get 10 people together to play. So like it's just become more difficult. And
What
there's
about
no like
Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia, just as you predicted, has fallen off since Halloween.
Mm.
Okay, all right. You don't have to brag like that. Um there's just like it was Summit 1G used to love his Sea of Thieves content and him as like a whole. He is in that very same, just like he literally didn't stream the other day because he was like, I don't know what game I want to play. Like there's nothing that just like he wants to play.
Yeah.
And like I've been feeling that way since like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I feel like this is like a good time to maybe let games come and go, and I don't know, it's tough to be a
I don't
streamer
know.
right now.
And really the only release I can think of that's exciting. Oh, I guess there's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Isn't that coming out this month?
Yeah, betas all went out. Shroud was playing it the other day.
Okay.
Everyone's gotten like full access. And it looks good. It just looks like every other Assassin's Creed game
yeah.
that they've come out with in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
But because I played Odyssey and it looks like same thing.
Yeah. The original
Different
Assassin's
scene.
Creed were just so like, since it was new, they're just so good.
Yeah.
And then I mean the only other one I can think of is Cyberpunk, and that's not till December.
Yeah. And I mean, as of today, Destiny 2 came out with their Beyond Light expansion.
Can you explain that to me?
You caught me there. I just knew that it came out.
Okay.
I Destiny's weird to me. Destiny 2's been out for
Long time.
6 years now, something crazy.
Has it been that long?
I don't know if it's been 6 years. I might have just spoke out my butthole. That's not the saying.
I feel like Destiny 1 was when we were in college.
Destiny 2 release date was 2017.
Okay,
So I
3
mean,
years. So about half that. But
yeah.
yeah, so that's still a while though.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And I don't know. It's been a weird situation for them because they were owned by Blizzard and they cut ties with Blizzard or something. Was it Blizzard or was it Activision?
Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Activision, Bungie teamed up. Activision dropped. It's now fully Bungie's now. And
Which I think they wanted, right? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I don't think Bungie wanted Activision's help anymore because they were guiding it in the wrong direction. We talked about this on the podcast, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I feel like we have.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't the first expansion they've had since it was just Bungie though. So like I don't know. I don't know anything about Beyond Light.
Is it still free to play?
There's still a free to play version of it, yeah. And usually
Go ahead.
Usually what they do is when they come out with a new expansion, they'll release the next expansion for free to play.
Oh, okay. So free to play is just behind, basically.
Yeah, it just inches up together. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it is free to play.
I always liked the concept of Destiny. There's something about the feel of it that just doesn't, it's like, it's not as satisfying as some other games similar in the combat and movement for some reason.
Interesting. Because I find it very pleasing.
Interesting. Maybe it's not so much combat. The combat was good. I think it's more movement to me. It felt a little floaty.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
You don't like the floaty.
It's not like so bothering that I wouldn't play the game, but it was something I noticed and didn't like as much.
Huh.
Whereas like Halo, even though it's a similar setting, doesn't feel floaty to me. It feels more tight. I did see.
That's fair.
I did see. Valorant came out with like a new weapon pack or something. I think it's like a new ultimate pack.
Dude, I played Valorant last night for the first time.
Did you?
In like months. Yeah.
I could see getting back into Valorant, honestly.
Honestly, it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, like
it was
off stream. Like I didn't like streaming that game, but I liked playing it.
And I was with a 5 squad of just like my buddies.
Oh, cool.
Like it's the buddies I play RuneScape with, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna get off for the night. We're gonna play Valorant." And I was like, I really don't want to go play, but they convinced me. So glad I did.
Nice.
Because it's fun when you can just like you're in a 5 squad. You don't have to push to talk, and
right?
You just like you talk shit the whole time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how raunchy anyone is or what's going on. Yeah. It's just a bundle of joy.
Yeah, that's cool.
We were also iron and bronze, so it was a good time. It's not sweaty.
Man. Yeah. Ranked. Yeah. That's the only thing is like you kind of have to try at that game. I guess not if you're in a 5 stack, but like you don't care as much. But yeah. So yeah, but again, like that's not a new fun game, you know?
Yep. Like I don't know if it's because of COVID that like everything's kind of like not in sync in the game world or what's going on, but like everything's just kind of like expansions now. Like there's nothing new and exciting because World of Warcraft is just coming out with their new expansion too. It's like the season of expansions. with nothing new. And I think
Yeah.
that's why Cyberpunk has all this hype, because it is literally the only new thing.
Yeah. I Yeah, expansions and sequels. I mean, that's been a problem with movies for a while too. Like most movies are just sequels. Because
Yeah.
like it's more about just like the companies who make it knowing they'll have more success with a sequel than like a totally new IP that might fail. But yeah, and I think COVID probably has a little bit to do with just like the general feeling of like monotony. Like I don't know. It's I could especially like understand when you're a true like full-time streamer. Um and now you can't do anything outside of stream. Like you can't go hang out with friends in real life and like just well, yeah, I mean, you can to a point, but like you can't just live a normal life outside of stream. So I could see it just being like a drag to day after day, just be inside and yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I don't know.
know.
We've reached the downer part of the podcast.
Yeah.
But did you have another gaming topic?
Oh, yes, but of course.
Oh,
Uh I can't confirm that this fits in the DMCA genre
okay,
of discussion.
okay.
You might be able to. I never read too much into it, but I did see that Squishy Muffins,
Oh yeah,
one of
yeah,
our favorite Rocket League pros, got banned on Twitch.
yeah.
And like people people consider his stream to be very TOS friendly. Like he doesn't overreact to things. He rarely swears. Very friendly, great community. And so that's why everybody was just left up to assume that it was DMCA. And to preface, he was unbanned within 3 hours of getting banned. So I don't know what happened there, because from what I've heard, like 3 strikes you're out with DMCA is permaban. Like there is no like fighting it. Like you lose. So I'm just
I thought it
I
was well. I thought it was DMCA, but he had removed stuff, and I think it was just like maybe he got the because there was this whole period of time. I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago, where it was like, oh, they started to hit clips and they started to hit vods. So you had to remove all that stuff historically. And I think he had been working on removing it, but like the strikes just kind of came a little bit quickly. So maybe they reinstate. Again, I'm kind of talking out of my ass here, but I thought maybe they would reinstate it because it was like he didn't really have that much time to change. And maybe he like talked to them and was like, okay, I get it. Like I'm gonna delete everything. It won't happen again, type of thing. Because like I don't know, a perma ban within a couple of weeks of instituting all this new stuff seems a little bit harsh.
Yeah, I guess I had been missing that snippet of that he had been actively removing things from his account, because
I
if
thought I
someone
saw
took
that on his
no
Twitter.
action.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought I saw that on his Twitter. Yeah.
Well, because I know afterwards he definitely tweeted and was like, everything's gone. Like literally after every stream, I'm deleting my VOD. I'm disabling clips. Like he doesn't want anything living on his account
That's such a shame.
unless
Like,
he's live.
do you think people are going to go to YouTube?
Like the thing is, it doesn't matter where you go. Like DMCA is the ominous uh, like you can't get
I
away
don't
from it.
understand why we can't just play music on a damn stream. Like it just it blows my mind that we can't figure out but I understand, but the professional people can't pay to do it. Like it blows my mind that they can't figure out how to do that shit.
I know.
You
I know.
have stadiums full of people, not in COVID times, but in normal times, 50,000, 80,000 people. That I get some streamers get about that, They're watching a live event for 3 hours at a stadium that's 80,000 people. You can play whatever songs you want because you pay licensing. Figure something out, music industry. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm sure that these professionals that make a living like this would pay some sort of licensing fees so that they could play whatever music they want.
See, that's the thing where I'm like, I have a disconnect of like understanding, because DMCA companies are spending all this money on lawsuits and like getting all these people shut down when they could just be charging these people money and making money instead of losing money to like
Well, they
create a
make
system that bans people.
well, they make money off. Well, it depends, but like on YouTube, they make all the money of that video that they
Yeah, I
create.
guess I'm thinking strictly on Twitch. Like they developed this whole way of pinning
Yeah.
which VODs, which clips to remove. Like how much development did that take? And how much money, resources, and like you get a zero gain from it because
Well,
they're not taking any money
I
unless
guess they
they're
feel they're
charging.
stopping loss though, because they look at it as loss.
I guess, but they could flip it to be green.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
just make some kind of system to pay for licensing. Makes
yeah.
no sense to me.
Yep. I think they're losing money.
Like
I don't know, man.
There's I know you can pay certain music services to use their stuff, but it's not regular songs. Like there's got to be a major label that if they were like, hey, here's a licensing fee, even if it's like $1,000 a month, something like that. I'm sure the bigger streamers would do that
100%.
if they knew it was safe to use that content.
Yep.
Like it blows my mind. It blows my mind.
I know.
But
I know.
it shouldn't be that complicated.
It shouldn't be. It should not be.
Yeah. So. But all right. Well, you got any more topics over there?
Oh boy. I mean, I can always talk. You know me. Except for maybe right now, I can't really talk on anything. Yeah, nothing's coming to me unless you got something you want to.
I got nothing. On? I got nothing. I
nothing at all.
No, I mean, it's good.
All right, okay. I got something.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Dude, I can't let you off that easy. Come on now. Dr. Disrespect. I'm just kidding.
Who?
I'm not gonna melt him again.
Does this mean we can put him in the tags of the YouTube video now?
Yes. No. I was watching the news the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I was told by the news that I would have to order all my Christmas gifts by December 1st.
Why?
Because of the whole like supply chain of everything happening with COVID, is that like stock of a lot of things is going to run low quicker than normal this year. So I just wanted to put it out there that like listeners, don't procrastinate. Maybe like of all the years, maybe don't procrastinate this year and just be thinking about Christmas. I mean, that's my public service announcement.
You're always thinking about Christmas.
I mean, always. Dude, we put up our Christmas tree today.
Are you serious?
Dead ass. Yeah. We put away all our Halloween stuff in the attic and we took down all our Christmas stuff from the attic and started putting it up.
It's November 10th. November 10th. Oh. It's November 10th.
Yeah. But in COVID time, it's like December 23rd.
Okay.
You know? Dude, I need this. Just let me have this.
Listen, I'll let you have it. You're right.
It's not like we put the real tree up. We put 3 artificial trees up.
3?
Like, it's not crazy. Well, yeah. 1 outside, 1 on our upstairs porch patio thing, and then one in the living room.
Even upstairs patio?
Yeah, we have a little balcony off our master.
Oh.
Yeah, so we put a little
I
Christmas
don't
tree up
think I've
there.
seen that.
Yeah.
Do you ever
So it's only 3 trees.
you ever fix your light, your outdoor light? This is so random for the podcast. You
Never
didn't.
did.
You should
No,
put like a
no.
Christmas light out there now.
I should. I mean, DoorDash.
Maybe that'll
hates
motivate you to
bringing
like
back
actually do it, because you'll be like, oh, it's Christmas themed. I'll do it.
DoorDash. Even though it's just a normal light bulb.
Just get us like a smart light bulb and just change it between red and green or something.
Oh, okay. I was talking about smart light bulbs with who was it? Oh. One of our friends who we went over and carved pumpkins with. They had a smart light bulb in their like living room fan light, and they changed it to orange to set the mood for Halloween. Did you know how expensive these
They're
damn things
really
are?
expensive. Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
they're really expensive.
It was like $45 a bulb.
Oh, that seems high. I think there's like a pack of 4 for like 60.
Oh, wait, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, it's still
but
expensive.
so my thing is like, yeah, it's cool to change the colors of the lights, but if you want to just have like voice activated stuff, just change the switches, because those
Yeah.
are a lot cheaper, and you can knock out like 10 bulbs if you have 10 bulbs on that switch, because they have the smart switches and they're much cheaper.
It's true.
If you don't care about color, which is a big if, but
Oh, I see what you're saying. So okay.
it's you keep the same light bulbs, but the switches are smart and they respond to voice and the app.
Huh. I haven't looked at actually replacing the switches.
Yeah.
Like I know they sell the outlet things too.
Yeah, so they
You
have
can plug in
outlets,
an
but
outlet.
also light switches.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, maybe I'll get you one for Christmas. I'll order it
Hey.
before December 1st.
All right, there you go.
You really think Amazon won't work after December 1st if you have Prime?
I don't know.
There's no way.
Probably
we should
for,
test
like,
it.
You procrastinate and I won't, and we'll see what happens.
Did you ever figure out your December dates yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Send them to me.
So, okay. For the podcast, I was supposed to go on a cruise the second week of December. COVID canceled that.
We
And
talked about this.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we said we're gonna do a Ouija board when you're here.
Oh, but of course.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, whenever we know the date, we can talk 2 birds with 1 stone here. We can have you come down, we'll do a Ouija board, and I'll order it in December and see how long it takes.
Do you know that my cousin ratted us out to Deirdre that you're buying a Ouija board?
Oh yeah? How does she feel?
She is livid.
I said I wouldn't bring it in the house.
She does not care. She thinks I'm going to get possessed and kill her in her sleep that night. She doesn't even want to sleep next to me.
She really believes that strongly in it.
Oh, dude.
That's amazing to me, because I feel like Deirdre's
too.
very like science like minded.
This is science, dude.
This is not science.
This is science. There's science that proves it.
Okay.
Not the Ouija board. The Ouija board, I don't know what. The Ouija board is not science, but
that's what I'm saying.
Ghosts are.
Okay.
No,
all
Ouija
right.
board. No.
I gotta go to sleep.
Dude, Ouija boards are scary.
I disagree.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
If she's gonna like not want to stay at our house, then we won't do it.
No, she's not going to allow me to stay at your house.
Oh well, you could like sleep in your car or something, as long as Deirdre's comfortable.
Oh, cool. All right, I know you're on your routine. Hello?
Oh,
Oh,
we're gonna have to edit that.
malfunction alert.
Wow. Look at the
Oh
look at the pop
no.
filter.
We're not editing this. You keep this
Well,
raw, baby.
the sound is gonna be horrifying.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
You might have hit your noise gate on the top side. Is she okay?
We'll see. That seems like a good time to end it, considering I have to hold up the.
I was
my-
gonna say, I know you like to get your routine right now. You're going to sleep earlier, waking up earlier. You go do your thing.
Thanks,
And
man.
now stay up and fix that a little bit.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I feel like a singer now because I've really got my whole body going into this now.
Oh yeah, you can like caress it like they do when it's on the stand and whoa.
Oh, got
It's a little too close for COVID.
Yeah. It's myself.
I don't know.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in.
All right, podcast.
We'll talk to you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.